Let's talk about one little word, a word that can seriously unlock your focus, your energy, and your real power. That word is no. Now, I know what you're thinking, but forget everything you've been taught. We're going to break down how to use this word as your single most powerful strategy.
So let me ask you something straight up. Where do you think real power actually comes from? Is it about being the agreeable one, the one everybody likes? Is it about always being the person who says yes?
Well, here's the hard truth. That whole idea, it's completely 100% wrong. This belief that being agreeable gets you influence, it's a total trap. And it's time we took it apart, piece by piece.
And that brings us right to our first section here, what I like to call the yes delusion. Let's really dig into why our gut instinct to say yes all the time is actually sabotaging the very success we're trying to build.
Think about it like this for a second. Your time, your focus, your energy, none of it is infinite. You can't get a refund on it. So every single time you say yes, it's not just a commitment, it's a permanent withdrawal from the bank account of your life.
So what's the actual true cost of saying yes? Well, it's way more than just lost time. It's like a domino effect of losses that can completely throw your mission off track. Let's get really specific about it.
You see how these things just stack on top of each other? You say yes, and boom, your energy is spent. With less energy, of course your attention gets diverted. And when your attention is all over the place, your focus gets stolen. And without focus, your whole mission, the reason you're doing any of this, just gets watered down. It all starts with one little yes. And this leads to that feeling we all know so well, right? Busy being busy. Suddenly your calendar is just packed with stuff that doesn't matter, all because you're running on autopilot, saying yes out of habit, not as a strategy. We have to remember, feeling busy is not the same as making progress, not even close.
Okay, so if yes is a cost, how in the world do we flip the script? This is where we completely reframe the word no. See, it's not a negative. It's not about rejecting people. It is one of the most powerful strategic tools you have at your disposal.
I mean, just look at how we're defining it here. Saying no isn't some bad attitude. It's a skill you can actually develop. It's the backbone that gives your discipline real structure, and maybe most importantly, it's the armor that protects your self-respect. And this, right here, this is the whole game. Saying no isn't about shutting things down, it's about opening up space for the things that truly matter. Every no to a distraction is a massive yes to your purpose. Every no to a draining relationship is a yes to your own growth. And every single no to just staying comfortable is a yes to dominating your field.
And if you need proof, just look at the greats. The most successful people on the planet didn't get there by trying to do everything for everybody. No way. They were masters of elimination. They knew that for the important things to grow, you have to be ruthless about pruning away all the dead weight.
So we have to totally shift our mindset around this word. No is not about pushing people away. It's a strategic move. It's freedom. It is quite literally the sound of you taking back control of your life.
Okay, I get it. This all sounds great on paper, but we have to be honest here. This stuff is not easy. In fact, it can be super uncomfortable. And that right there is the next big hurdle we need to get over. Let's just be real for a minute. We're social animals, right? We are hardwired to want to get along, to avoid friction, and saying no, well, it creates friction. It can feel awkward, it can feel selfish, it can even feel a little scary. And that feeling is precisely why so many people just avoid it their whole lives.
You've got to be ready for some pushback. When you start drawing lines and setting boundaries, some people are not going to like it. They might try to guilt you. They might try to manipulate you. They'll definitely try to make your self-respect sound like selfishness.
And you know what you say to that? Good. Seriously, that pushback isn't a sign you're doing something wrong. It's the test. It's the confirmation that you are successfully breaking the old pattern and finally taking back the controls. So, for our final section, let's bring it all home. Let's talk about how you actually make this a reality, how you make your power audible. It all starts by remembering what's actually at stake here. This isn't just about managing your to-do list. It's about protecting the very core of your potential. Your energy is finite, your focus is precious, your mission is singular, and it is your job to protect it at all costs.
And the plan to get started? It's incredibly simple. You start today and you start small. Just say no to one little, low-stakes thing. A meeting that could have been an email. A social thing you know is just going to drain you. See, when you do this, the yeses you do give become incredibly valuable. They explode with power and impact.
And that's really the big takeaway. Mastering the art of no is so much more than just time management. It fundamentally changes your entire operating system. It shifts you from being reactive to being fiercely strategic. It's not just a skill, it's a superpower. So, once you start using this power, once you start protecting your focus and directing your energy with purpose, the world around you actually starts to change. It begins to bend to your will. It aligns with your vision. So the only real question left is, are you ready for that?